Hey everyone, welcome! We're so glad you could join us today for something really important. We're going to be talking about warehouse safety, specifically fire hazards. And because we like to keep things interesting, we're doing it all claymation style. Now I know what you're thinking. Claymation and fire safety? Sounds a little out there. But trust me, we're going to have some fun with it. We've got all sorts of cool characters and scenarios lined up to really bring these important safety tips to life. So, whether you're a seasoned warehouse pro or just starting out, stick around. Let's learn how to keep ourselves and our workplaces safe from fire hazards. Let's get started. Okay, first things first, combustible materials. These are the items that can easily ignite and cause a fire to spread rapidly. We're talking about anything that can easily catch fire. This includes a wide range of materials that you might not even think about on a daily basis. Think of it like a campfire. You need wood to keep those flames going, right? The same principle applies here. Well, warehouses often have a lot of wood lying around, but instead of logs, it's cardboard boxes, packing peanuts, wooden pallets, that kind of stuff. These materials are highly combustible and can fuel a fire quickly. Even dust from these materials can be a fire hazard if it builds up enough. Dust particles can become airborne and ignite, causing an explosion. And hey, let's not forget about flammable liquids. These are often overlooked but can be extremely dangerous. We're talking chemicals, cleaning supplies, even certain types of adhesives. These substances can catch fire easily and should be handled with care. These guys are like the lighter fluid of the warehouse. They can turn a small spark into a major blaze in no time. Just a tiny amount can cause a huge fire. That's why it's super important to store all of these materials properly. Proper storage can prevent accidents and keep everyone safe. Designated areas away from heat sources, you know the drill. Keeping these materials away from potential ignition sources is crucial. And always check those safety data sheets. These sheets provide essential information on how to handle and store combustible materials safely. They're like the instruction manuals for handling flammable stuff safely. Make sure everyone in the warehouse is familiar with these guidelines. Remember, a little caution goes a long way in preventing fires. Regular training and awareness can make a significant difference in fire safety. Always have fire extinguishers and other fire safety equipment readily available. Conduct regular fire drills to ensure everyone knows what to do in case of an emergency. Communication and teamwork are key. Make sure everyone is on the same page when it comes to fire safety protocols. And finally, always have a clear emergency exit plan. Knowing how to evacuate quickly and safely can save lives. Stay vigilant, stay prepared, and always prioritize safety. Together we can prevent fires and keep our workplace safe. Alright, let's talk about electricity. It powers our lives, literally, but it can also be a major fire hazard if we're not careful. Electricity is an incredible force, driving everything from our home appliances to industrial machinery. But with great power comes great responsibility. Think about it. Faulty wiring, overloaded circuits, damaged cords. It's like a recipe for disaster. These issues might seem minor at first, but they can escalate quickly, leading to dangerous situations. Imagine a frayed electrical cord sparking near a pile of cardboard boxes. Not good, right? This is a perfect example of how a small oversight can lead to a catastrophic event. A single spark can ignite flammable materials, causing a fire that spreads rapidly. That's why regular inspections of electrical systems are so important. We need to catch those potential hazards before they turn into a 5-alarm fire. Inspections help identify issues like worn-out insulation, loose connections, and other potential problems that could lead to electrical fires. And speaking of overloading, let's be real, we've all been guilty of plugging in one too many things into a power strip. It's convenient, but it's also risky. Overloading circuits can cause them to overheat, and when circuits overheat, they can melt insulation and start fires. But in a warehouse setting, that can have serious consequences. Overloaded circuits generate heat, and heat plus flammable materials equals, you guessed it, fire. Warehouses often store large quantities of goods, many of which are flammable. An electrical fire in such an environment can be devastating, so let's be smart about our electricity use. Use surge protectors, don't overload those outlets, and if you see a damaged cord, report it immediately. Surge protectors can help prevent power surges that can damage equipment and start fires, and always be vigilant about the condition of your electrical cords and outlets. Let's keep those sparks where they belong, in our imaginations, not our warehouses. By taking these precautions, we can ensure that our workplaces remain safe and productive. Remember, safety first when it comes to electricity. A little caution goes a long way in preventing disasters. Let's face it, warehouses aren't always known for being toasty warm. In fact, during the winter months, they can get downright frigid, making it uncomfortable for anyone working inside or even just passing through. Sometimes you need a little something extra to take the edge off, right? A good heating system can make all the difference, turning a cold, unwelcoming space into a warm and productive environment. But when it comes to heating, we gotta be extra cautious. It's not just about staying warm, it's about staying safe too. Space heaters, for example, can be lifesavers on a chilly day, but they can also be a fire hazard if not used properly. They need to be placed in safe locations, away from anything that could catch fire. Keep them away from anything flammable, like boxes or packing materials, and never ever leave them unattended. A moment of negligence can lead to disastrous consequences. And let's not forget about the big guys, HVAC systems. These are the backbone of any large-scale heating operation. These systems are essential for climate control, but if they're not properly maintained, they can become a fire hazard. Regular maintenance is key to ensuring they operate safely and efficiently. Dust and debris can build up in the vents and ducts, creating a potential tinderbox. This buildup can restrict airflow, causing the system to overheat and potentially catch fire. Regular inspections and cleaning of heating equipment are crucial. It's not just about keeping the system running, it's about preventing potential hazards. Think of it like going to the doctor for a checkup. Just as you wouldn't skip your annual physical, you shouldn't skip regular maintenance on your heating equipment. It's always better to catch potential problems early on before they turn into something serious. A small issue caught in time can save you from a major headache down the road, ensuring your warehouse stays warm and safe all winter long. Okay, this one's for all the welders, cutters, and grinders out there. We know you're the masters of your craft, but hot work comes with its own set of fire hazards. Those sparks flying through the air might look cool, but they can also ignite flammable materials in a heartbeat. That's why it's crucial to establish a designated hot work area, far away from anything combustible. And always have a fire watch nearby, equipped with a fire extinguisher and ready to spring into action if needed. Think of it like this. Hot work is like taming a wild beast. You need the right tools, the right environment, and a healthy dose of respect to do it safely. So let's keep those sparks contained and prevent any unwanted fires. Alright, let's talk about housekeeping. Now, I know a messy desk might be a sign of genius, but in a warehouse, clutter can be a major fire hazard. Think about it. Piles of cardboard boxes, stacks of pallets, even just loose paper scattered around. It's like an all-you-can-eat buffet for a fire. And it's not just about aesthetics, folks. Clutter blocks exits, making it harder to escape in case of a fire. It also makes it tougher for firefighters to do their jobs effectively. So, let's keep those aisles clear and those exits accessible. Remember, a clean warehouse is a safe warehouse. So, let's channel our inner Marie Kondo and tidy up. It's amazing what a little organization can do to prevent fires. Okay, this one's a no-brainer, but it's worth repeating. Smoking and warehouses don't mix. It's like trying to mix oil and water, it just doesn't work. Cigarettes are a major fire hazard, especially in an environment with so many flammable materials. Designated smoking areas are there for a reason, folks. And when you're done with that cigarette, make sure it's completely extinguished and disposed of properly. A smoldering cigarette butt might seem harmless, but it only takes a small ember to ignite a major fire. Remember, smoking is like playing with fire, literally. So, let's be responsible, follow the rules, and keep our warehouses smoke-free. Forklifts, pallet jacks, conveyor belts, these are the workhorses of the warehouse. But just like any piece of machinery, they need regular maintenance to prevent fires. Think about it. A malfunctioning forklift can leak fluids, overheat, or even spark, creating a potential fire hazard. Regular inspections and maintenance are key. Think of it like taking your car in for an oil change. It's a small investment that can prevent major problems down the road. And let's not forget about operator training. A well-trained operator is more likely to spot potential problems and operate equipment safely. Remember, these machines are powerful tools, but they need to be treated with respect. Let's keep them well maintained and operate them safely to prevent fires. Alright, let's talk about fire protection systems. These are our last line of defense in case a fire does break out. We're talking fire alarms, sprinkler systems, fire extinguishers, the whole shebang. But here's the thing, they're only effective if they're working properly. Regular inspections and testing are crucial. Think of it like a fire drill for your fire protection system. We need to make sure everything's in tip-top shape and ready to go if and when we need it. And let's not forget about employee training. Everyone in the warehouse should know how to use a fire extinguisher and what to do in case of a fire. Remember, fire protection systems are like our safety net. Let's make sure it's strong, reliable, and ready to catch us if we fall. So there you have it, folks. A claymation crash course on warehouse fire hazards. We've covered a lot of ground today, from combustible materials to fire protection systems. But the most important thing to remember is that safety starts with each and every one of us. By understanding the risks and taking the necessary precautions, we can create a safer environment for everyone in the warehouse. Remember, regular inspections, good housekeeping, proper storage, and employee training are key to preventing fires. Let's all do our part to keep our workplaces safe and sound. Stay safe, everyone.